Welcome to Lofoten. I'm here with my friend Ruth.
Hi.
And we're gonna guide you in this trip in Lofoten. We've done two kinds of activities. First, some traveling and visiting and hiking in the first half because of the weather. And then in the second half, we spent some time climbing. So feel free to skip to whatever interests you. I organized the video in chapters, so you can click at the bottom of the video line and see where you want to go. We're gonna start immediately landing in Harstad.
On our first day, after a short stop to buy groceries, we did a long road trip towards Svolvær.
It's a nice mistake we made. So we're in Harstad, we're going to Nusjford, and we found a route that looked nicer, and then we realized it goes through the sea. There we go, starting with some halil pork fish chips.
This is the unboxing.
Ooh, it smells like fish a lot. It's a fish chip.
Flavor is 6 out of 10.
Texture, 3 out of 10. And we have our yellow car. We called it the Golden Nugget. We wanted to hike this thing, but unfortunately it's quite rainy. Let's check out their boat. Nothing special. If you guys come here for climbing, this weather is pretty common, so don't expect to climb every day. So you do need to find other activities to do, and there's not a shortage of them. Look at Svolvær with the mountains coming out. Nice city. I like the harbor. And we can see the mountains in front, and they're very clear. Can be seen the goat that we're definitely gonna climb in the next few days when the weather is better.
In day 2, we head first to Gimsøy to do a short hike. And then we drive all the way south to Å to make a beautiful hike across the peninsula.
We found a nice camping spot. It's quite muddy, so we decided to sleep in the car instead of sleeping in the tent. And we're starting climbing Hoven. So we're going off on that ridge. We kind of randomly decided to come here. It's lunchtime. We're making pasta.
Sicilian garlic.
Buon appetito. We're done with lunch. We're gonna go towards Moscanes, and because the view was amazing, we're gonna bring you with us.
Let's go.
I am so excited. We're planning to go from Å to Stokkvika, which is on the other side of this peninsula. This hike is really beautiful. We have a nice lake there, and we can see the city of Å right in the background. We're gonna go in the middle of this gorge, following the lake, and then going up on some peak. Exciting. This trail is beautiful, but very muddy. We are moving quite slow. There's so much mud and rock terrain. Here we're like on a little bridge. This is fast, but the rest is not easy to navigate terrain. I mean, easy to navigate. It's just like you cannot go too fast. Let's see. Oh, actually, it's not that cold. Really not too cold. Would be nice to have a bird view going over the sea. We left the lake and now we are heading into the mountains. All the soil is wet, So we both have our feet completely wet at this point. The trail is so much better. We made it to the top.
Hey, and what a great view, guys.
I think it's beautiful because now we're gonna start going down, and it's kind of like a surprise. We can finally see the lake. We don't want to walk that much farther, so we're just gonna send the drone. There we go. And that's how we end our day. How do you like the hike?
Longer than anticipated. Beautiful views.
Day 3 starts with a scenic hike in Reine, and then we move north to hike to a secluded beach accessible only by foot. And then we close the day off in Nusjford.
Hello, it's day 3 and it's less cloudy. It looks good. There you go.
That's perfect.
Our tour of starts here. One thing we learned is that this town is pronounced O.
Not ah.
She said O.
Oh. Very excited about this.
This is very fresh, cold smoked salmon. What are your thoughts about O?
Oh, it's the best place in Lofoten we've been to so far.
Really good place. It's a fishing village with a lot of red houses,
Good salmon.
lots of seagulls. Definitely recommend coming here.
Agree.
These structures are strange. What do you think they are, Ruth?
I think they're used to dry fish.
This is dry cod, also called bacala in Veneto. And indeed, this is a typical Venetian dish, so I feel at home here. Rain is so beautiful. This is gorgeous. We did a short stop in Moskenes, but there's nothing, just a ferry dock, so skip it unless you're coming by ferry. We're in Reine now, that looks really beautiful, and we're about to hike that pillar. This is the hike, starting from Reine and going around to get to the peak, and it is 1,178 steps.
2 to 4 hours, let's see.
Looks gorgeous. Oh, look at the sea already. I think we're on the summit ridge. Truly incredible views on both sides. We've done our job here. Let's go back down to Reine. We are at Kvalvika, or at least the start. We had lunch in Reine, and now we're doing this 2 kilometers hike with 200 meters of elevation gain to get to a beach on the other side of the peninsula. We're in Kvalvika beach, and this place is absolutely spectacular. We're loving it. We did a pretty easy trail to come here, at least like for a hiker standards, it was easy to do. You see the sun going behind that mountain, and that mountain looks so beautiful. I'm sure there's some climbing to be done there. Couldn't find anything on the book guides. But looking at these rock features, I do think some routes are possible, so maybe it will be time to come again and try to open a new route. So many tents. If you're coming camping, definitely consider camping here. Look behind you, it would be so beautiful to wake up to this. It's dinner time and I'm so excited about the place we found for tonight. Look, the car with our private beach. This is amazing scenery. We bought the fresh salmon at the farm today, so we're gonna cook it here. Fine dining tonight. Buon appetito.
Nusjford and Ballstad get us started on day 4. We drive north to visit a local farm, and then we end the day in the gorgeous Eggum Natural Reserve.
Another coffee shop. We are in Nusjford today, which is a city similar to Å from what we saw last night. I'm really excited about this one. Ruth is not.
I'm very excited too.
We're going to the bakery. Are you excited?
I'm very excited about the bakery.
The bakery opened in 1877. Wow.
It's excellent.
It's a door. A table. So Nusjford was established in the 400 before Christ, and it was originally a fishing village, like Ruth taught me, and now it became an open-air museum where you can like go around and explore what's the life of a fishing village look like. You can also rent all these cabins. You see that person there, she just woke up for sure. You can just rent them and stay in one of those if you're not a dirtbag like us. You can also do fish tours. There's a boat there. We asked is 1,200 per person for a 3-hour tour. If you fish a cod, you can keep it. We're like, where are we gonna put the cod in our car? But I would still love to do that. Oh, look all the seagulls that I could hear this morning, waking me up. Highly recommended Nusjford. What do you think?
Highly recommend, especially the bakery.
Bakery was, and everything here was really nice. You should come. We decided to stop in Ballstad, which is a fishing village. We have quite a few boats here, there. We're gonna see what we can find. We're at the very tip of Ballstad. There's a fishery here. I don't know if it's open to tourists, but in general this city looks pretty empty. We just walked into a shop and we had the impression the guy was talking to us the first time in a week. I would recommend coming here though. We stopped at a table like that one to have lunch, and we saw a sign saying, okay, we have some fish to sell, and of course I messaged the guy and it turns out he's Italian. So we're now going to go and buy his fish. I think it's here.
A few moments later.
Look at
So
this.
tell us what happened, Enrico.
So we met this Italian guy that came here for a month fishing. He got that house there, this yellow house, and he just went out with his father that is also came yesterday. They fished in a kayak, so they went out. We got this amazing mackerel, we got a lot of fillets, we got cod, and we're just gonna cook them tonight.
Freshly filleted and vacuum for us.
We're done with Ballstad, and now we moved to a place close to Unstad. It's a local farm. Let's go check it out. But Ruth wants to check out the goats first. After the fish shop, we moved to Eggum. Beautiful spot for a picnic. You can also stay here overnight, pay a small fee, and they have really good tables and also like a water station with a sink that is very convenient if you're like us just finding a place to cook even, because we have all the fish from the Italian dude, so we need to find a place to cook it and eat it today. This is the reserve where apparently there is too much fish, so feel free to help us keep the trout stocks at a healthy level.
Too bad we already bought like
But you need to respect the ship. And there's a beautiful trail that goes to Unstad, close to where we were at the cheese shop, that goes around the coast. Eggum has a nice natural preserve that resembles a lake where the fishing is allowed, and then a nice coast, and now it's full of sheep. But they're clearing the space. Really beautiful. We thoroughly enjoyed Eggum and this natural preserve. Go back to the car now. Think about cooking some mackerel. And we're saying goodbye to this day with a beautiful sunset, maybe, if it's gonna go down. I am back in Svolvær, and today technically is our last day on the trip, but because I'm going fishing today instead of climbing, I decided to put this video in this section so that it just separates the climbing from the non-climbing. After this, it's just gonna be only climbing. Maybe we're here fishing, and it's kind of different style. I need to like put it up and down. That's what they told me. Just went all the way to the bottom of the ocean and just staying there where all the fish is. The first attempt wasn't very successful. We put the rod back on the boat and we're trying to move to a different spot, see if we can see something better. But it was fun. You just need to be patient. Got it. What the heck? This is not fishing trout. Oh! Oh! That's fucking massive! What the hell? Look at what it caught! That's fucking massive! There you go! Wow, nice job. Let's kill it before it suffers too much. We gifted the interior of the fish to these seagulls. I really want to catch a mackerel now. I caught a pollock without even realizing. This was not putting much force. Good catch. We're heading back to the port in Svolvær. Finished this trip with one pollock and one cod, which I'm more than happy about. Didn't get the mackerel, but whatever. And I hope you guys are very excited because the climbing part of this video is starting. So sit back and put your harness on because shit are getting real.